I'm your host, Brainmuffin, and with me tonight is the infamous Kendo Slice.
What's going on, Kendo Slice and the Hizzy? God, that was so stupid.
And with that, we opened episode 1, Kendo Slice and I, of the Fan Caste. And here we are at episode 94. And let me tell you, folks, it's been a great journey. We now have a very interesting group of guys with us. Unfortunately, MJ is not here with us tonight. Hello, MJ, if you're out there listening. So with me tonight, as always, for months and months and months, deep in the heart of Texas, Tap and Die.
You know, Gerard Butler keeps these movies up. Maybe in a couple of years, he'll get to be president of the United States, just like Harrison Ford.
I will stop sharing my screen. And that man chuckling beside him into the microphone is the one, the only, Etep.
Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be mean. Game show host of the Place to Be Reviews, Etep Wakuian. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Fan Cast. I don't have much to say right now other than let me toss it back to channel dad Brian Lape. I'm going to save it for later because, oh my goodness, do we have a big show.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And last but certainly not least, Adam, Raiders of the Lost Flicks.
Hi, I'm Guy Fury, and we're rolling out looking for America's favorite diners, drive-ins, and dives.
What?
Oh my! You did not. I was not prepared for that. That's hilarious. That's great. That's absolutely great.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
We're all professionals here, folks.
Yeah, I almost feel compelled to turn my microphone on, my camera on.
Oh my Lord!
I got stuff to. Yeah, I know I'm precious. Aren't I? But before we get going, it's been 2 years since Kendo was no longer with us, and I just want to say that I just want to very quickly share a Kendo moment. I think it's when he punched Phil. It was a great. He'd had enough, and he just after Phil was calling people cunts he just throat punched him right there. I couldn't believe it. Just walked on, mumbling under his breath. So there we go. So and later I'll ask other people to share moments. But let's get on with the show, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. So as is alluded in the thumbnail, if you can if you can see, I know Heidi Klum is in there, but there are other things in that thumbnail. I know they're a little bit more difficult to make out. Pun intended. But the big news, one of the big news stories this week was Sony and Disney getting a divorce, and Sony taking Spider-Man with them off into the sunset, out of the MCU. There may be 2 more Spider-Man movies. That's up for debate. It is Hollywood. They can always change their mind. So first of all, guys, what is your take on who's the bigger greedy bastard here? Disney. Or...
It feels like Disney, but at the same time, I feel like Sony might have swung a little too soon on this one.
Yeah, I can get behind that answer, Adam.
Yeah. I think so. Tonight, it's ADD. It's always. I don't know. Disney is just they're just greasy. But yeah, so like you said, Sony,
they're greasy.
They're greasy. Fucking Sony's
like
greasy.
Italian fried chicken. Hey,
Sony's
greasy fried chicken. Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
No, man. But let's also make sure it's Sony Pictures, right? It's not Sony proper. But
Sony PlayStation, not PS4. Sony Pictures.
This is the one big thing is I will side with Sony Pictures on this because Disney is always the bad guy because they're the monopoly. I mean, but to me, at the same time, I'm looking at it going, I can't get behind, what is it, Rothman and Pascal over at Sony. I mean, those two aren't, I don't want to pick those two in my corner, if I got to walk into a dark alley, Disney, but they're just, it's a pissing contest over money.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Speaking of dark alleys. Do not. I repeat, do not pirate movies.
I'm glad that somebody's standing up to Disney for a change.
Yes.
It needs to happen. Somebody needs to stand up to these idiots because they just basically just walk in and just roll over everybody. But
Yep.
also, I think, did they maybe go a little too soon? I think maybe they should have put out at least one more movie before they did that.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about another I watched. I can't remember what. There was another big. It was a bigger YouTube channel earlier, and it was something out of D23, and they were talking about them announcing another 2 trilogies that they're still negotiating, but they tentatively announced another 2 Spider-Man trilogies. So. And they said that the second one, he would be out of college or out of high school. It would be more of the college type. So I'm not sure how much of this is, conjecturing. And, did they have a source at D23? Because that's the only place I can see getting this information right now.
Another thing that hasn't been brought up yet that I just thought of just now is how many franchises or movies, let's not say franchises, let's say how many movies are going to ride on the coattails of Endgame, because you had Marvel going into Endgame.
All of them.
And then you had Spider-Man coming out of Endgame. So Sony, can you really claim that victory all for yourself at this point? That's the only reason why I'm saying that maybe they swung a little too soon, because if they were to put out another Spider-Man movie, would it be as successful as this one was, being the first movie coming off of the Endgame?
Well, yeah. I mean, Far From Home.
Yeah. Far From Home was the first MCU movie coming off Endgame. Yeah.
So and Cat Pan Man was leading into it.
And both of those are jumping on top of that hill saying, this is a victory. This is totally our victory.
This is the first movie ever made, man.
Yeah. You were the first to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just got done watching Justice League before we came on the air, and I'm like, I don't care. I enjoyed that movie. I don't care as bad as it was. I enjoyed it. And there's a lot of the Marvel movies now that I guarantee you that you look back at some of these DC movies that people shit all over, and they're going to be better than some of the Marvel movies, because the Marvel movies are just going to be just woke nonsense. And at least the Justice League, you got more gritty violence and stuff like that. Like these are, like this whole moving forward, this whole Spider-Man thing is kind of like pulled the lid off. It's like opening Pandora's box right now. That's what it is. And these ripple effects it's having across, like, have you guys noticed the fan bases like mobilizing and just jumping into corners? Like it has been absolutely. And I've got like the third Spider-Man video I did actually broke 200 views, which it's the first video I've ever had broke 100, let alone 200. But it was people jumping on me, man. Like seriously though.
Hey,
like I got
bots. It's still views. I noticed that, Pete. You're starting to get more views than you have subscribers. That's a good sign.
And I'll take it, man. But no,
that's what she said.
Yep, she did trust me over and over again. And but no, like comment sections, I think I shared some of that with you guys the other day, and I'm about to make a video about some of the comment sections from the Marvel Cinematic Universe group just pertaining to this Spider-Man, and the fan reaction is so visceral. It's worse, I would say, almost than the Captain Marvel lead up to the movie. How the vitriol was flowing, and it's like the MCU, like these kids, you can tell these are the kids that have grown up with this. They like took that as a personal affront that Spider-Man was leaving the MCU. Like they have no idea that Spider-Man exists outside the MCU. I think some of them. I don't know if they do or not, but being connected to the internet, you'd think they would.
What is that buzzing sound?
I don't know.
Man, must be Pete's mic.
I only hear when Pete's talking. Yeah.
Did it go away?
Yeah, it is. It's something. Yeah, it's something vibrating on your side, man.
Nope, it was my ceiling fan in my office. I turned it off.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, I want to say howdy to everybody. It's in the chat. Appalachian.
Hello.
And David Applegate. Hello, everybody. Yes, I agree that the 1983 version of National Lampoon's Vacation is a better one. And I heard about this, and I heard from various perspectives, and I went and found a bunch of articles, and I didn't read the articles before I started recording. That's part of why it's a 15-minute meandering through my brain. But at first I was really pissed off at Disney, and I thought, yeah, this is just Disney wanting. And then I started to look at what was at least claimed in some articles, not all articles mentioned this, but they were stating that Marvel, and this is I guess why I want to try and get some more information on. Marvel's been footing the bill for the two. According to them, this is what I've discovered, if I remember correctly, that Marvel's footing the bill, and Disney on the two Spider-Man movies in the MCU, and Sony is taking 95% off the top or something like that, which I found insanely high. So I don't know if it's 95% of profits, 90%, I don't know. But 95%, if that's correct, then they're getting, Marvel's losing money on Disney is losing money on the Spider-Man movies. And Disney wanted a 50-50 stake where they each put up half of the cost of making and marketing, and they each get half of the benefits, as it were. And then Sony said no. And if that's accurate, Sony, because I started, like I said, Disney being the devil, and then I was like, maybe Sony's the bad guy here.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a little bit of each, and also with the articles coming out lately, and this is why I haven't done another video all week. It's like the news changes every 15 minutes,
right?
But most of it right now is just clickbaity shit, like, oh well, what's his name? Spider-Man sees this, and then so and so wants it to, wants Sony to go, and then somebody wants Disney go, and this person's on that side, and somebody's trying to convince Sony of this, and somebody's trying to convince Disney of that. It's just clickbaity shit, and it's almost like the Spider-Man fan base is suffering the same thing that Star Wars did after Last Jedi. It's like you're having to take a side now. Are you on Sony's side or Marvel's side? You can't just say, well, maybe they're both greedy bastards.
Right.
What scares me is if Sony gets back a hold of Spider-Man. Now, there's a multitude of things that I am excited about if Sony was to get Spider-Man back over there. And, that's operating under the assumption that Tom Holland fulfills his contractual obligations. Today, there was more news about his contract, and it says he doesn't have to honor those last two films if they're not under the Disney or Marvel banner, I believe it was. So he could just opt out. Then they'd have to recast. But the thing that I am
please God, don't recast. And if you're gonna recast, then don't do another fucking origin story again. Please,
just recast, kind of like they used to do with Batman. Just recast and move on.
Just have another Batman or James Bond. Just move on. Yeah.
It just kind of loosely picks up where the last one left off. There's a few shoestrings that tie it together, obviously, but you wouldn't need to, like you said, go into the origin story. Now, this would be okay because, like I said, they're gonna go with a more adult themed Spider-Man eventually. What I really am I'm dying for, and I want Sony to do this because I have faith in them after Venom. I really do. Whether Kevin Feige was truly involved in that remains, I have no idea. That's something only the executives know. You know what I mean? And employees at Disney and Sony.
I think there's a cycle of misinformation being thrown out there at breakneck speed too. I don't know how much of this information that I trust. What I want to know though is Spider-Man genuinely made for adults or for children?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with kids. Sure.
That's what I thought. I thought the Spider-Man was more
this Spider-Man, yeah. This one is.
Yeah. I mean, technically, the Spider-Man that we have now is more in line with what Spider-Man is supposed to be, not adult Spider-Man or old man Spider-Man or future Spider-Man.
Well,
Spider Uncle Ben.
In the comics, he spends more time out of high school. But
yes,
I thought, because I remember with the cartoons, he was always a reporter. So.
Yeah. Hey, WCBS did the math on that. I think it was, I can't even remember the percentage, but they even did the math on how long he was in high school compared to out in college and growing up and all that shit.
Yeah, it was like
great. He's here.
Well, LMP has joined us, and superfan Adam Shawhan is in the chat.
Shit.
Congratulations!
Hey. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Rusty Shackelford and
God, this audio is low.
The
Superfan.
Rusty Shackelford's back.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica's here.
Hey, Monica's in the chat. What's up, girl?
Hi, Monica.
Hey, I've always wanted to say this. It's Superfan Adam Shawhan of the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan. There, I finally got to say it.
Yes.
I finally got to say it.
You said that. I would have messed that up so bad trying to say that as fast as you just did.
I'm a
We need to each mail him
Superfan.
one of those dogs. A weenie dog, yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Maybe I had to change mine to say Channel Dan Brian Lape on my YouTube channel. I don't know.
You probably should.
Yeah, I learned last year I changed my Twitter to Channel Dad WCBS, but I didn't realize that you give up your old name, and I'm like, I don't want. There's a couple of fake brain muffins running around out there, and I couldn't give that up, so I had to switch it back. Unfortunately, it messed up Adam's. He had posted some pictures on Twitter from last year's Horror Hound at Indianapolis, and it messed up the tagging. But maybe I'll come up with I do have a couple old Twitter accounts that I could repurpose. Remember how to log back into them.
Were you just collecting these things?
Well, I used to do different things on Twitter, and I was trying different business things, and so I had different accounts to kind of, hey, this is my beer account and this is my business.
Basically, one for each porn site.
Right? Yeah, that too. And
Yep.
then I was like, this is stupid. This is kind of like my channel. Some people do 9 channels, one for every single one of their interests. I'm like, screw it. It's tough enough to keep one channel going. So that's part of why it also grows a lot slower, because it's a mixture of things. But yeah, I've got one. There's one that's just my name, Brian Lape. I can go, and if I can remember how to get into it, I have to go find it first.
Uh-oh. Do you guys see the chat right now?
Which one?
Because we got to give a shout out to Frank and Deshaw Hand, Wiener Dog Clan, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the house too. He's in the chat.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were saying.
No, it was Adam. There's Adam and
I
Frank.
know, but Frank,
There's 2 different people.
Yeah, there's 2.
I know.
Oh, I just wanted to say hi to both of them because they're both in the chat.
Frank and
Thank you.
And the Shawhan Winter Dog Clan, his first mark was, remember to lick the like button and make it moist by leaving a big thumbs up.
Yes, Monica, my picture's everywhere. I'm very proud of it. Thank you so much for that.
As
You know what? I need her to do one of me as Commando from. Well,
Yeah, but nobody knows what you look like because you don't ever
Yeah.
show your
exactly.
picture.
That's the whole point.
Mr.
This is
Anime
gonna be a-
Girl.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
I just use the anime.
I
use
know
the
one of those
girl.
anime girls.
He's just an anime girl in every.
Well, that's the
freaking-
thing with anime. You can't never tell any difference between the boys and the girls anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But if it's a
Gender-
guy with the girl's
gender fluid.
profile, it's a trap, right, LMP?
So it's like, wait. So
LMP.
he's always like the androgynous '80s girl then.
Yeah, sounds about right. Wolverine.
Well, I mean, I have the AK for it, so why not?
Hola, chinga.
Hey, I didn't see them using M16s.
Is LMP still here?
He's sleeping.
His audio.
LMP sleepy.
I know he's still connected, but he ain't saying nothing.
Forget him. Anyway, continue.
He's out.
He's gone.
Dust collector.
So,
Yep.
on the other side of this piece, what does this mean for the MCU moving forward?
Probably nothing major, honestly. It seems to just be riling everybody up, getting everyone's attention.
Let me ask you this: what's left? And I'll leave this question for Pete because Pete seems to be the only one that has any hope left for the MCU. I'm done with it and walking away from it. Like goodbye, old friend. But what's left to be excited about other than more Captain Marvel and Thor: Love and Rockets or whatever the hell it's called, and
Loving lesbians.
yeah,
No, Love in the Lagoon.
Shang-Chi, yeah, Shang-Chi, which we already have Shang-Chi. It's called Big Trouble in Little China.
Shang-Chi.
Hell yeah.
It's Shang-Chi and the 10 Ring Dings.
Yeah,
Hey, Kurt Russell did it first.
There's a million Red Dragons of Shaolin movies out there that are probably going to be better than Shang-Chi. Just saying.
Yep.
I look at it and like I said, Phase 4 to me is just kind of like a hot mess because they threw so much Disney Plus content in there that it's going to be really hard to keep up with the continuity because all these shows are going to have pieces of continuity that go into the cinematic universe, and not everybody's going to subscribe to this Disney Plus streaming service. I mean, I don't care if you throw in ESPN 8 the Ocho. If it's almost a sport, we'll show it. And what is the other one they're doing with it? It's ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus. I think it's Hulu, isn't it? Because they were doing,
where you can add like a subscription, yeah.
yeah.
Kind of like they do HBO and all that.
Yep. So I mean, not everybody's going to want to do that because I mean, how many ESPN networks do you really need? I mean, Jesus Christ, you need to watch poker 37 hours a day. But it's just, this thing is, it's kind of a mess. But then they kind of take your focus off and they do the smoke and mirrors with, Phase 5, and they tease the X-Men and they tease the Fantastic Four, and they've already been dropping Easter eggs in the little promo pics.
I've already made my decision on the whole streaming war anyway. I'm happy with Amazon Prime. I'm going to keep that. I'm not signing up for any of this other bullshit. I'm going to wait for this whole thing to implode, and then I'll just keep having what I already have and see where it goes from there.
Amen.
I mean, look, I don't pay for Netflix. I don't pay for my Hulu, and I'm not going to pay for Disney Plus.
I pay for Amazon Prime, but I pay once a year, and with that, I get my shipping, I get the music part, I get all the stuff on the TV. And then if I want to add and subtract channels, I can do that for a paltry amount of money, as opposed to whatever the hell it is Disney Plus is charging.
I'm the fourth guy in the account, so I don't pay anything. I'm fine with that. I've accepted that role, and I don't care. I revel in it. I
get it, man. Gigolo pays off.
Absolutely,
right?
I trust me. I've made a career of it. I'm 39.
Yeah, they made a movie about him.
Yes, I did. I was Pete Bigelow, American Gigolo.
Etep Wakuyan, professional gigolo.
I'm bald like Bam Bam, except without the tattoos on my head. No, from Asbury Park. No, I really, though, the MCU moving forward, like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness really has piqued my interest. And now that I say that, they'll announce that they're turning Doctor Strange into a transgender stapler that identifies as a dolphin. Because
South Park did it. Why not?
I was so excited about Thor 4, and then everything got announced, and I was like,
Kevin's new movie?
Kevin Thor, Love and Legumes, coming soon from the Place to Be Cinematic Universe Studios. We've already got a bigger cinematic universe than Marvel, and I've only been doing this for
it's getting bigger too. If you're reading the chat, they're coming up with a few on. they're doing the work for us tonight. Awesome. David Applegate says he taught Tatum Channing to sew a G-string.
I was watching David's video earlier, and I swear to God, and we all know David is Australian. He started out the video with a crikey.
Well,
David's a Kiwi.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Taco Tuesday is the Kiwi.
Don't you put that on him? He did. He started out with a crikey, and I was out in my garage, and he said that, and it just brought a smile to my face. I'm like, right away off the bat, I was like, really? You had to go with the crikey? I love it. I love it. That's like me being Polish. I'm going to start my videos eating a pierogi next time.
Ask David about Taco Tuesday. It'll be like on SpongeBob. 3 hours later.
3.
I'm trying. Okay, LMP's back.
Yeah,
it doesn't have an icon this time.
Well, listen, I was on mobile a few minutes ago, and apparently I couldn't hear jack shit.
From what we understand, the mobile app is shit for this
program.
It is. Yeah, it's real bad.
Oh.
It's in its test phase, and it's not testing very well.
So where do you guys set that icon for? I somehow missed that.
It's in
when you start your stream, there's a little camera right above your name, like right above where the white circle is, and it says hit edit, and you can just hit that.
Edit avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Edit avatar. Cool.
Look at those dumb smart people doing stuff.
Even no adjectives, please.
I had no adjectives. # no adjectives.
Wait, there's our new our movie right there. Adjectives invade using battleships. Because that was a great game.
Oh my
god! Yeah, that went really well, didn't it?
Oh yeah. Why we just don't have?
That is a good movie, Tyler. You should write that down. Adjectives and battleships.
All right, I got it right now. I'm writing it down.
All right, movie's
there's
done
one for the night. Cruise control, baby.
This has been episode 94.
Let me open up this little Ziploc baggie and eat this little blue piece of candy in here, and I'll just put it on cruise control for the rest of the episode and I'll just slip into Cleveland Brown voice. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Cleveland Brown, talking about Spider-Man. He does whatever a spider can. All right, I'm back.
Next turd in the wind.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh, that's odd. So yeah, Ed, obviously, well, I think from the latest Spider-Man movie, it really felt like that, and I've talked about this in my videos too, that Spider-Man was kind of replacing the Iron Man character. He had a similar character, plus he had some of Tony Stark's tech and all that kind of stuff. And then Captain America was being replaced by Captain Meh.
Yep.
And now it's just up to, maybe they're going to have to bring the Guardians in a little bit differently than they were thinking of, and Thor's going to have to return, because I don't think Captain Meh can carry it by herself.
Well,
Yeah,
this is,
and
not just
that woke money is only going to go so far. They're going to have to appease the old fans with something, anything,
Yeah.
Well, speaking of her, did y'all see that photo of her holding the Mjolnir hammer that everyone's bitching about?
Yeah, I saw the picture, but I didn't see any of the.
And I'm like, it's a prop. Of course, she could pick it up barely, unlike Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman's arms are as big as this fucking pen. That girl is built like a piece of paper. And that Brie Larson, I don't know. It's like, so the most powerful superheroes now, I don't mind if they're women, but can they at least look like superheroes a little bit more? And wait, before the Gal Gadot haters come out. Gal Gadot is a literal fucking soldier. She was in the Israeli Defense Force, which there's some of the baddest son of a bitches out there. So let's backpedal that, because Brie Larson is like a privileged, spoiled, homeschooled brat, and Natalie Portman is just waif-like. I mean,
who is also from Israel but didn't become a soldier.
Yeah, not waifu, not waifu.
At least I wanted to say she was.
Yeah, calm down, LMP.
Yeah, LMP, not waifu. So don't get all hentai out over there. Just relax.
He's too busy thinking about Becky.
He's thinking about Becky marrying Seth Rollins. He's all pissed off.
Yeah.
So I'm coming for that bitch. Hey, that should be a movie right there. Like one of those movies with an obsessed stalker coming after Becky, but it's LMP.
LMP looked like West Side Story, man. He ran out in the alley instead of Marie. He was yelling, Becky!
Becky!
What do you guys do?
Why?
And they start snapping his fingers.
Oh, I thought we were going to fight those greasy sharks, not without 8 years of jazz and 4 years of tap, or not.
Well, first of all, we're not fighting no damn sharks. We're fighting the gay community, all right?
And it's in New York, and he's from New York. It works out.
Oh my God, I'm outnumbered.
Aren't you glad you came?
The hell did I put in this iced tea?
You mean water tea?
Shut up.
Well, it's Long Island. He's in New York, so Long Island. That's good stuff.
Hey, forget about it, eh?
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Long Island.
Long Island? Yeah, I've been there before.
Long
I don't
Island.
care about the gays. I don't even know what they're talking about in the chat. I mean, Monica's talking about Battleship, I think.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Appalachian.
Rusty Shackelford. Rusty Shackelford, why do we care about the gays? His next comment, that sounded hateful. I didn't mean it like that.
All I want to know is, where is Link Anus?
We're just glad you're here.
I don't know.
LMP said the gay community. Of course, that's a staple.
Yes.
Even though I stole that from AJ
Styles said it. He's just quoting here.
Right in the sewer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Right in the sewer. Welcome
Thank
to
you very much.
Friday
It's been a
night.
great night. I'm going to go watch Shazam. Actually,
speaking of the gay stuff, Pete.
I don't remember speaking
That
about
was the
gay
worst
stuff.
segue ever.
Wait.
Moving forward, LMP is not allowed to segue anymore.
Wait. Hold on. I was gonna say about that one guy on Facebook.
Which
With Tom Holland.
He's going in my video. I'm making a video about that whole comment thread. That comment thread with me in it was worthy to lift Mjolnir. Oh God, those people are just they're weird. And I can bring this back to Spider-Man. These Tom Holland like MCU like are these people like he's only been in the MCU for a couple of years, and I mean these people are like dying on his hill like Brie Larson.
Yeah, what's up with that? That seems kind of weird to me. I don't understand, why would people protest PlayStation 4 because of a negotiation that technically hasn't ended yet? Like you going to go throw away your PlayStation because somebody might not be in a movie?
Late Basanus
What
is here.
freaking planet do I live on? I just
Wait.
wanna know.
People are throwing away their PS4s because
They're
of this.
threatening. Yeah, they're threatening to boycott PlayStation if they don't come to agreement with this.
What are they gonna do? Not buy one?
Literally happening.
Yeah, there's a couple different
thing.
boycott calls. One is boycott Sony, everything, including
There's
PlayStation.
petitions
and the other
out
one's,
there and all kinds of shit for this. This is a real thing.
Yeah, we just boycott Sony Pictures.
Protest.
This is Clown World 2019. Right. What can I say?
Not the censoring of Sony games, but they want to protest the Sony and Spider-Man.
Right. As if the PlayStation people have any fucking thing whatsoever to do with the movie.
Right. They're probably like, what the fuck we do?
Yeah. It's the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce all over again.
It really is. It's PlayStation Szechuan edition. Yeah.
So this
we want our Sony Szechuan. Let's get that started.
Morty, I don't care, Morty, if it takes 99 more episodes, Morty. I want my Szechuan sauce. You understand? Understand me, Morty?
Well, just buy a broken PlayStation, like Seb says in the chat, and set it on fire.
Yeah, and I forgot, Pete.
Or just
Thanks.
get a box and
You're going to get the 501st Legion after us with that stupid image.
Screw them, man. What are they going to do? They got plastic armor. I got real body armor.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've got tactical armor at my house. They can bring their toy blasters. That's fine. I don't. I'm from the fucking. I may not give that appearance off, but I am a backwoods ass hillbilly.
You know what? I agree. Appalachian.
No.
I agree. Screw the 501st. I actually applied for the 501st back in '99. I had a killer Darth Maul costume. You guys have all seen it.
Yes. Your Darth Maul costume is badass.
Okay, that was not good enough for the 501st. They rejected my application. I'm not making this up. I just applied and they made
what
jokes
the hell were their
about it.
expectation?
They made jokes because the top part of it was a tunic that I had. It was a Ruby's costume. Like the top part, the tunic part.
Would they expect you to get the authentic thing?
They want you to sew that shit from scratch.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, well, then kiss my ass. I thought you guys were about charity. I didn't realize this was
and about fandom and shit.
Cosplay party. Yeah, I agree. Screw the 501st, especially now.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure now they would probably want to kiss your ass. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. See, now it's full of Kylo Ren's. Like, oh, he's so scary. Please don't go emo on me, Darth Emo.
Well, half the stormtrooper armor is colored like a fucking pack of Skittles now, if you know what I mean. So I mean,
yeah, that's where I was going with this piece.
Yep.
Oh, taste the rainbow.
So I'm gonna say is this about this? And this is this kid I got into it now. This is the last comment he left on another comment thread that I kind of like just jumped into, but I didn't really say anything towards the end. This is his last comment. He says, "So if Sony reignites the fires of the first 3 movies with Tom, they will do just fine, especially with Tom Hardy's Venom." Quote, not a fan of the movie, but he was a good Venom. Also, my gay ass hopes they kill off MJ and let Spidey and Venom bang one out. Since Holland wanted a gay Spidey anyway, just my 2 cents. Shrug emoji. Like this is the shit.
To that shit.
This is the shit I'm gonna use in my fucking video. Like these are the people right now that are like dying on the hill of Marvel and Tom Holland in the MCU. Like these are the fucking weirdos.
The more, the better, right? Let them die. That's one way to get rid of them. Yeah.
Like, and it's just like this isn't because this dude's gay. It's just because like you're bringing it in out of nowhere. Like it doesn't matter. Like nobody said anything about that.
They'll
like,
be sitting down at Sony headquarters having a candlelight vigil for. I'm sorry, yeah, because Tom Holland needs your support so much because he's starving to death.
Right, in his $1 million house.
Right, that's what I said in my video. Like I kind of went ham. Like I don't think I've ever screamed like that in a video before. I was legitimately.
Actually, I'm starting to worry about his career a little bit too, because isn't his next project he's going to be in an Uncharted movie? He's going to play Nathan Drake. Okay, he's going to.
I thought he pulled out of it though.
That
he
movie,
should. If he's smart, he should pull out.
Is that
of
the
it.
one with
Daisy
wasn't
Ridley?
there the director pulled out?
Yeah, I thought they were done. It was unreleased.
That was another movie.
Yes,
that's a sci-fi movie.
Yep, that one with Daisy Ridley. He like they said they can't release that without they're doing like millions and millions of dollars worth of reshoots because I guess it's just utter shit.
They tried to combine the MCU and Star Wars. That's why.
Yeah. Future Raiders of the Lost Flicks review, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, dude.
That sounds like a watch party waiting to happen.
I was just going to say,
watch party. Hell yeah.
This one has drunken watch party written all over it. But no,
Release the Snyder Cut. Let's get that started right now.
I've been working on that for months. I want that damn, and when this
no,
whole
the
area,
Uncharted Snyder Cut. That's the joke.
The Uncharted Snyder Cut.
oh God, trust me,
Oh,
there's one hidden somewhere already. We know there is. Zack Snyder's everywhere. He's omnipotent. It's in Area 51 with Jimmy Hoffa.
yeah, he's watching it right now, laughing his ass off.
Jimmy Hoffa just binge watched that and the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
He watches all the shitty movies that are unreleased.
Jimmy Hoffa's down there going, why the fuck do you guys make me keep watching this shit?
Would you rather be in the football stadium?
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to be buried in the Meadowlands, Hoffa?
Where they're hiding the night the clown died and the Night Court box set.
The night.
What's that?
Oh,
What?
he dropped out.
You beat booped.
Of course he
He
did.
booped along.
Bye, Felicia.
So
He's gone once again.
So what is all this? I still don't understand the gay angle. Who's gay? What's not gay?
I don't know what's going on.
No, that
There it
guy in pizza chat was talking about he wanted Tom Holland Spider-Man to be gay because he's gay. You know how it is with these virtue signalers.
Representation. Got to
Yeah, more representation. Yeah.
Was that last show?
What?
You were talking about the guy in the chat that wanted Tom Holland to be gay.
The one you were talking about just now. He
that
didn't, Late was lost as usual.
Oh my God, he's cutting out.
Is he on his wireless again?
I thought he said he bought an Ethernet cable.
Ethernet.
Yeah, he bought a hose.
He was 8 inches too short. You know what I mean?
All right, right now
Jesus.
I just started a GoFundMe page to buy me a new router.
All right, we need to start a GoFundMe right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you can find it in your heart, shed a nickel to buy Pete a new internet. We'd appreciate it.
I just want a new internet. Just buy me a new internet.
He needs a new internet.
No, because I literally just I bought a 50-foot internet cable, and you guys have heard the story, right? So I got a 75-foot cable to go from the computer.
Something that's put in that's not the guy down at the Y that's going to hook you up. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is I was looking at like gaming routers and stuff like that. I figured that should be sufficient for what I need.
That's pretty. Yeah.
I don't know.
You're in the right track.
I don't know anything about routers, but I know I don't have a lot of money. But I'm
know a little.
I'm just gonna have to kind of.
Channel Dad probably knows more than I do, though.
Oh yeah, he seems like the router king for what we've talked about. So, but yeah, I do. That's my next. I wanted to troubleshoot it, but I wanted to start with the cheap stuff first. You know what I mean, and just kind of work my way up because I just I don't work. So this is what
Ladies
I do.
and gentlemen, this has been the Etep technical stream.
Well, since we're going to talk about routers, here's the one I have.
Here we go.
So you click on that. So you see a link in the chat as the Fan Caste.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I have. It has dropped in price from when I bought it. It's only looks like you can get it for Best Buy for $269. That's probably with a rebate. Looks like $320.
Pete, you better get on that corner now.
Jesus, how many antennas does that thing have?
It looks pretty wicked. It looks like the Senate council.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just set my? I'm gonna set my fucking Darth Sidious figure, my
Knights of the
Palpatine
Round,
on that.
just stand him on top of it. Hell yeah!
It has the nuclear launch codes and everything.
That it does. Yeah. So I don't know why you can save $134 at Best Buy right now, but that is I bought it several years ago because I had kids who streamed and played games and all that stuff, and that thing doesn't skip a beat. Now I also have 100 megabit download or upload and 20 download Fi optics behind it for my internet connection. So although now that my kids are starting to move out of the house, maybe I can tone that down.
Yeah,
but it's triple
down.
band. So, unlike sometimes in those wireless routers, when they're inexpensive, they may say multiple band, but they're going to multiplex. So they don't have the horsepower to handle those separately. And then
most of those service providers recycle all those damn things. So that thing might have been sitting in Billy Bob's trailer for about 6 weeks.
Overrun with cockroaches. This is something not from my service provider. I plug into what the service provider gave me, and I had them turn the WAN off on their side. But and the only thing that kind of irks me with it is I can't run a VPN tunnel on it automatically. I can flash it to Linux and then do what I want, but I really don't want to change the firmware that much. So there's way that too deep in the weeds, but I would say get something about half that power and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's like I said, man, the router I have right now, because I just started streaming, a couple months ago. So, or actually, about a month or two ago. So it was like I just had the basic router that we got with our cable, and for my regular internet, it's worked fine. Because I never really streamed that much, so it was like it's cool. But yeah, it's time to upgrade, definitely.
Well, basically with this one, because my kids have wireless gaming, the wireless cards they have in their computers they're gaming oriented. They're about $80. It's a PCI Express 1 lane. But it has 3 antennas off the back. But I have had both kids playing something online. I was playing WoW while watching something on YouTube. My daughter was streaming on Twitch. My wife was on her iPad watching stuff on Netflix. So it can handle. I mean, that's a bit extreme. That's why I say you probably only need about half that.
Okay.
But anyway, because what it sounds like is when you're skipping out like that, most likely what's happening is the chips on that thing are getting too hot and it's resetting. It's a very quick warm reset, and then you come right back.
Okay.
Not fast forward 25 minutes LMP. Screw you. This is actually a good segue.
The next comment I left just now.
Huh?
Be a better segue than LMP.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm gonna segue to LMP because I'm gonna
screw y'all. That was a great segue
because he wasn't here for the staff meeting before the show. Okay. So LMP, one of the things that we opened with audio from the very first episode of the Fan Caste when it was just Kendo Slice and I, and we're kind of commemorating 2 years without Kendo being here with us anymore. So. Do you mind sharing a favorite Kendo Slice moment that you have? Yeah, just think of one. It can be real or not.
God, at this point, will be a great.
The early days of video and him shocking himself, almost killed himself a couple times. Remember when he got that new couch? You don't remember?
Yeah, it was some great Kendo moments, but I think the best one is when he left the show.
Well, that was short and sweet, I guess, and quick.
Hey, Kendo, buddy, I still love you, baby.
This has been a Kendo moment brought to you by LMP. and the letter A.
Play the piano music.
He's no longer with us, and we must remember him.
Always.
All right, Spider-Man. Someone said there was they're re-releasing Spider-Man. No, I don't know what this means. And we get did you say 45 minutes of unseen footage?
Four
whopping 45 minutes. Where did you get 45 from?
I wish there was 45.
Shit, I'd go if there was 45. I'd go watch.
They cut a scene from the movie and they're putting the scene back in and re-releasing it in theaters. They're basically doing the same thing that Endgame did.
Okay.
But only with 4 minutes. I don't know how much was in Endgame, but yeah. Go back and see the movie again. Pay another $15 for 4 lousy minutes.
This is Avengers level threat, Yeah. So you got to get back in the theaters.
Because obviously Spider-Man is just as important as the Avengers.
Watch. That 4 minutes is nothing but just Ned trying to be funny.
It's Ned trying to put together a fucking Snoke ship, Lego ship, Lego set. It's Snoke ship.
It's
and then
MJ telling more jokes that are not funny.
Saying how she doesn't like being around people.
Well, what is it with
she hangs around about these people?
You notice that? The jokes, it's like they just pause expecting people to laugh, even though it's not
laugh
funny.
track. They're waiting for the laugh track.
Supposed to be the funny part? Am I supposed to laugh just because you're pausing awkwardly and you got a stupid look on your face? Remember when jokes were actually funny?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when people were actually insulted? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, but you can't insult people in this for the sake of comedy anymore because of my feelings and my sensitivity, and you can't do that. It might make somebody feel bad about themselves.
White men, all you want.
Well, yeah,
or straight white men.
Yeah,
and if they have to be religious, it's not Muslim, then it's even better. Or Islam.
God damn it. Well,
Yeah, because hating on the Jews is cool again, apparently. Only from a certain point of view.
Yeah, I liked it when In Living Color made fun of straight white men, but then they
Yep.
would make fun of themselves.
Yep.
And
They
the
make fun of
Mexicans
everybody.
and the Polish people and the
Yeah.
gay people and the straight people. That's why it was funny, because they did it's the same thing that what's his name? Mel Brooks did.
Yep.
Made fun of everybody so you can get away with it, because you're equally making fun of everyone. It's all for fun, folks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all fun.
And the
to me.
fire department and gangs. And,
Right.
Yeah.
They'll never
Well,
be.
you could argue that what's his face was the token white guy on that show.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, the most successful one from that show.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I know.
Yep.
It's just saying.
They did a lot of movies.
I don't know, Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
She used
All
to be
right.
was
Yeah,
it the
Jennifer
flagger or
Lopez,
whatever,
too.
in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
None
was.
of their movies were successful, though.
Okay,
Their
but look,
movies were
man,
always trash.
they made 97,000 movies, so they
Yeah.
probably made enough money to
They
like.
would take like a thread of one of those skits and then try to make a whole 2-hour movie out of it,
Yep.
and it just never worked. Although I
Yeah.
would probably still want to watch some of those.
I don't know. I don't think
opposed to-
White Chicks was very good.
It was funny. It was stupid funny.
Yeah,
It
I
was
didn't
stupid
see
at
it.
this time. I'm over it now, but I remember laughing my ass off how stupid it was.
The only one they
Oh, wait.
did that I thought was pretty funny was the first Scary Movie. Was all right.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Superfan Adam Shawhan says handyman.
First two were good.
Well, it's me, ladies and gentlemen, handyman here with you. I'm the superhero that can. Wait, I'll turn my camera on because I'll do the face and everything. Here, ready?
I am
Wait,
Fire
hang on.
Marshal Bill. Now let me
It's
tell
gonna
you
get cut
something.
off. Watch.
Here we go.
3,
Here
2,
we go,
1.
ladies and gentlemen, it's me, handyman. I'm here to save the day. Something wrong with this shit up in here, man. There.
Well, they made that Dracula movie. That was from a skit. Or was it the opposite? That was a funny one right there.
Dear God. Homeboys Shopping Network.
Oh, the whole mo money, mo money, mo.
Oh, money.
Oh, what was it? Wasn't the yeah? Wasn't David? Was it David Greer? Is that his
David
name?
Alan
was
Greer.
on
Yeah,
that
Alan
show.
Greer, yeah.
Back
The-
when he was funny.
Yeah, I every it was the woman with big breasts.
Yeah,
Yep.
do you like real big breasts? I do. I want to touch him. He was in jail on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you have real big breasts? Oh shit. Him
I
and
watch those now. They're still funny.
him and was he
You can get
Tommy
away with
Davidson?
more.
Tommy
Yep,
Davidson.
Yep.
He was another one, man. He was great and was it Ace Ventura 2? He jumped out of a little basket and he fucked Jim Carrey up. Do you remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Hey
yeah.
man, say Ocho, easy with that white devil shit.
Yep. Wait, did you just call me White Devil?
White devil.
That's how they know you.
It's like, I feel like, I mean, I didn't watch the new Spider-Man movie, but like the last one, it felt like it was trying to be Ferris Bueller's Day Off, only the jokes were not landing for me. They weren't near as funny.
So I haven't seen that one
So
yet.
Tom wants to be the sausage king of Chicago.
Yeah, did MJ really
Froome.
figure it out?
I'm not saying anything about that.
All right, don't. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I saw the previews. Did MJ really figure out he's Spider-Man, or is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's so damn smart, you know.
Is there anybody that doesn't know he's Spider-Man at this point?
Right.
Well, if not
Hello.
Alex Jones, I mean J. Jonah Jameson, did that deal.
It's worse.
So-
It's worse than the Tim Burton Batman movies. Like, hey, everybody, come on down to the Bat Cave. We got cookies down here. Come on, everybody, come on down.
We got. I want to hear
Not
Bruce.
that
I
I've
want
been
to hear.
keeping a secret for like 50 some years, but come on down and say hello.
Come on down. We got cookies and shit.
I thought Vicky Vale was Vicky Vale and Catwoman, but Vicky Vale was the only one that was in the.
Yeah, and was
Back
she
cave.
ever in another movie? Was she worse
Ever
sharing that
again.
big secret with?
He
You
took
know
her
damn
ass
well she
out.
ran
No.
out and kept that over his head. I was like, I want $1 million for
He
the rest
called
of my
Hillary.
life, or I'm giving your secret out.
Adam Shawhan says cookie shaped like little bats. Alfred
Throw 'em around
Alfred
and they
made
come
him.
back like a boomerang.
Hey,
I think that was
Yep.
actually a new episode once.
he made them. They're pecan sandies. Try one. They're fucking delightful.
With some
Your
lagoons in one of
Batman
them.
sounds like Nick Nolte, by the way.
Nick Nolte was an angel has fallen though.
I didn't even know Nick Nolte was still alive.
Yeah, I looked. I was like, I was surprised. I
Nick
didn't.
Nolting, yeah. Go ahead with your review, man.
You want to go ahead? I guess that was a good segue, huh?
That's a pretty good segue.
Well, do
Okay,
you want to do
all
that, or
right.
do you want to give your your Kendo moment first before.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll give my Kendo moment. My favorite Kendo moment, because him being the brilliant business person he is, he opened the Italian fried chicken store restaurant.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about those.
And I hear it's doing well.
Oh, good.
Well, Popeyes, they made a new sandwich, so maybe they put them out of business.
Oh shit!
Everyone's all about this new Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh God!
Yeah.
How did that even
Is that
start?
the
Somebody
Cheeto
explain
sandwich?
that to me.
How's it go? How's it go? Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Chicken Popeyes. Yeah, or something like that. Or something like that.
Popeye's Cheeto sandwich for when you've hit absolute fuck it.
Well, what's worse, that or the burger from KFC, or the
Cheeto burger?
The Cheeto burger, yeah.
Oh God!
And
I
now
didn't
there's
even
one
try
burger
that.
from Burger King that's meatless.
Does KFC have a Cheeto burger?
Kids,
Yeah.
kids, take it from me. I'm high, and that doesn't even fucking sound good.
Okay, so KFC's got a Cheeto burger.
That does not even sound good.
Which one does Popeyes have?
Ugh.
I'm confused.
Oh no.
Popeyes just has a chicken sandwich now.
Just regular chicken sandwich. No, what's one of the Burger Kings that you said they have a meatless hamburger?
Yeah, the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper.
Oh, that's a fucking vegan Whopper.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. Ugh. It's veggie paste, fucking shaped like a burger. That's
made out of animal poo.
Yeah.
Damn furries.
Yeah.
That's trying to get me to eat that.
Animal poo and failure.
It's like, what's that little shit Patton Oswalt said about the KFC Famous Bowl? It's a failure. It's a sadness pile and a failure bowl.
Hey, the failure bowl got me through some tough times.
And while I'm eating it, why don't you just play Pink Floyd's The Great Big Gig in the Sky? Oh,
KFC sent him a bobblehead of himself. He's like, I don't know if this is like some fast food mafia shit, if there's like a hit on me now or what.
Sleeps with the fishes. Oh God!
Oh Jesus!
The Impossible.
Says, don't. Oh, what would you? Hold on. Don't try the taco from Burger King.
I don't trust them to make. See, I don't trust them to make hamburgers, let alone fucking tacos. That'd be the whitest fucking Mexican restaurant since Don Pablo's.
That's the grease that they scrape off the bottom of the grill at night, and then they turn that into taco meat.
All right. So here's the thing on today.com. When I can the part I can read from Google, because in order to get to their site, I've got to unlock a bunch of crap and ad blockers and all that stuff. Right. So the patty itself is made from Impossible Foods' signature burger blend, which includes soy protein. That's the first thing I need to know. So nope, I don't need my estrogen levels raised. Potato protein, coconut oil, sunflower oil, salt, yeast, and this is my favorite part, and a variety of emulsifying agents.
What?
Here, we're just gonna throw a bunch of shit in there.
It's a bunch of Agent Smiths from the Matrix.
No glucose and shit.
Well, it's a variety, but the key, not so secret ingredient is heme, I guess, Heme, an iron-rich molecule that gives Impossible Burgers a meaty taste. So
that's what she said.
It's kale.
Weird soy voice.
Yeah. Now, if you are a female who's having problems with your estrogen levels being too low, say post-menopause or in menopause, this might actually be something that's good for you with the soy in there to raise your estrogen levels naturally. So there you go.
Late with his healthcare tip.
There is your health tip for the day. And I do believe it was David. I think it was David who posted something to Facebook a day or so ago with this past week about there's a study with vegans where it was after 5 years or 10 years, their brain function is reduced significantly from meat eaters.
That guy on YouTube. There's a guy on YouTube. I forgot the name of that. I think it's like Vegan Games or something like that.
Oh, that crazy fucker.
Yeah, that guy's been claiming for years that it's like there's no way. There's no way. Sorry,
he's living proof of it.
No.
Right, the way he acts.
Well, yeah, but his gains. He can't look like that and be a. I don't believe you can gain like.
He's surrounded by so much stupidity, ladies. And
yeah, he could be naturally gifted, I guess.
I don't think he's a natty. I don't.
So David says, so it's a chick burger. Yeah, there you go.
It's a chick burger.
It is.
Yep. So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, so now are you guys saying Far From Home has been re-released. Is that what?
Yes.
Far From Home is
It's
going
gonna
to be
be-
re-released in the theaters again with an additional 4 minutes.
Okay.
I can pull up that article if you would like.
God, why would they re-release that movie? Honestly, to me, it
Because
wasn't
they
even
got to.
See, this is where Sony thinks they're going to get all their money from.
Yep.
So
But that's the thing is Sony owns all the movie rights. You know, they've got the movie rights. The money goes to them, but Disney gets all the fucking merchandising. They get all the merchandising, and you make more money on merchandising than you do on the movies. I mean, yeah, this movie might, you know, say this is what prompted Sony. Far From Home broke $1 billion. So it was like $1.1 billion, whatever. Sony starts seeing dollar signs. They're like, you know what? We can make money using the same template that Feige set up.
that's why I think they swung to.
So-
Why make billions when you can make millions?
Exactly. They're like, fuck it. They saw Venom made $856 million, and Venom was a damn good movie. They say, you know, that made bank. So they're like, you know what? We can do this. The problem is that Avi Arad is still at Sony. That is the fucking problem. And Avi Arad is just, I don't trust him. I just don't.
I wouldn't.
I don't trust Avi Arad. He was too much. His fingerprints are all over Spider-Man 3 in the Raimi trilogy.
Here's the official from Variety. Spider-Man Far From Home gets re-released with new scene. Sony Pictures is re-releasing Spider-Man Far From Home with a new action scene starting August 29th. A new extended cut featuring 4 minutes of a never-before-seen action sequence will be released in theaters in the United States and Canada, because that's where all the dumb people are. The film will also be available in IMAX and large formats in select locations.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the rest of it. Blah, blah, blah. This movie made all kinds of money. Blah, blah,
Blah 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 blah.
So, but they were getting the line. Well, we think, according to articles that I found, that they're getting the lion's share of the profits from the movies. But yeah, I don't understand that. You know, I know that that Disney wanted a 50-50 split. What does anybody know? Any other parts of the disagreement? That, I mean, did Sony want some of the merchandising money and Disney said no? I mean, or do we just know that
it was for producer credit?
No. That was a smoke screen. That whole producer credit thing.
This movie, this news is changing so quickly.
Nope.
You can hardly keep up with it.
Things have changed since like I did the videos yesterday. Like everything is like flopped on its head, and
When
now
did we live stream? Was that Wednesday?
Yeah.
So it feels like it was yesterday because it's been like one of those kind of weeks. But
Yep.
yeah.
But the news on this has moved so fast, and now there was, like I said, there was the bigger channels were already talking about them kind of reaching some kind of tentative deal, or they're back in negotiations. But then people are saying they're not.
I'm thinking that's a smoke screen too. That's the shill in full effect right there.
Oh, absolutely. So to me, this is the thing. They've got 2 years before they have another Spider-Man movie planned, at least. Now they're already talking. I don't know if was it D23. It's been rumored that they're talking about 2 more trilogies with Spider-Man, and you know, so it's what do you believe? You know, Tom Holland's got 2 more movies on his contract right now. If it goes back to Sony, he does not have to fulfill those. So, like I said, this is all up in the air, but they've got 2 years to play ball. So I don't think this is anything. All this has been is an internet, like you said, Adam, shill, knee-jerk reaction. Some of these do have legitimate inside sources, but to weed them out and what to believe, because everything seems so sensationalized at this point, is
the initial report.
It's
it's just the fact that people are having these meltdowns over it. It's fun. It's fun to watch this. I call me morbid, but I just think this is silly. Because everybody thought it was us man. You know, all of a sudden there was all these man babies when we did this over Star Wars, supposedly, allegedly. And look at the Marvel fans; they're like melting down twice as much as most Star Wars fans did. All we did was say, "Hey, this movie sucks." Oh, you're just a bunch of man babies just pissing in your pants. No, we're not.
Piss babies. That's what it calls, piss babies.
Piss babies.
Like I think Pete's little kid would disagree about that incel part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I laugh when everybody calls me an incel. I'm like, half the time I was like, my kid's in my profile picture with me. You know, I'm like, you fucking dumbasses. I'm like, I just snapped. You know, the stork brought him. That's what these fucking morons
Bunch
believe.
of
I don't.
haters. You don't understand. It's the best Star Wars movie ever.
The Last Jedi is like for smart people. You're just a dumb, knuckle dragging, neck bearded incel man baby.
No, when
I'm
you
like,
say that's incels, because
I'm
they
like,
always talk with a lisp.
Yeah.
No. Look at my beard, son. It ain't even on my neck. It's all gloriously trimmed up and beautifully shaven. I'm like, motherfuckers are stupid. And then these are the people that like they look like they live in a cave and never see the light of day. Like they do. They're all just these weird, like they have like claws and like they have cloven hooves and
I eat a bunch of poo burgers. Yeah.
they're just the weirdos,
Vegan poo
man.
burgers.
I want an estrogen-filled Whopper, please. It's the Impossible Whopper. Impossible for me to have any testosterone.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, that reminds me. I heard about it. I think it was either Stefan Malnu or who's the guy from England who sort of works for Infowars.
Paul Joseph Watson.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul Joseph Watson. But there was one of these where I forgot. It's been too long ago, and my brain's gone too much. But it was one of these stupid channels like BuzzFeed or something. There are 4 or 5 guys that they had on their staff. They all got their testosterone.
Oh God,
level.
I know that you're talking about.
Yeah, and they were all like below like someone my age. And
below the average levels, really. Yeah.
They were in their 20s, and they were like had T levels of someone in their 60s or something crazy like that. It was like, and they were all upset about it. Like, that's not fair. It's like, yeah, just cry in your soy latte there. That's part of your problem.
Well,
don't lift the weight either.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, I was in the store today, right? And I'm in there, and I see I had to take a pair of shoes back that I got my kid. They were too big for him, so I'm sitting there in line, and there are these 2 little like white teenagers next to me. Both of them wearing skinny jeans, right? Like, I mean, like I've seen like these a female couldn't get into these, like unless she was like fucking anorexic and like almost like remember that model Twiggy. That is like her. I mean, and the one kid had like short hair, but he had it done in like almost like dreadlocks. And he's sitting there, and I'm listening to these idiots talk, and it's like every other word is an F-bomb. And the mom is on her phone, and I'm like, my 4-year-old is right there, and I'm like, at this point, do I get into a fight in Walmart with some kid with dreadlocks? I'm like.
You could have did the market crash on them.
I want to see you get in a fight at Walmart. I want to see it on Walmart.com, and I want to see you do a video.
Blow up on YouTube and shit.
You would see me literally like take 2
little.
little.
There you go, right there. Have a Walmart fight and put it on your channel with you in it.
I swear to, if I didn't
move, baby.
But this is the thing: if I wasn't a responsible parent, I probably would have. But I'm not those people at Toontown. I'm not going to do that shit with my kid there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna smack my baby mama around the parking lot of Toontown Disney and then knock out my uncle and my little cousin. No,
and have Captain Chokeout take you down.
Yeah,
that was a great high council though.
I mean, that was the highest point of the summer for me. Was just
it was that Toontown fight was awesome.
Like, I'm so glad I went to Universal this year and not Disney. I'm just going back there. Oh God.
Oh shit! But no, man, I did. I leaned down to my son and I'm like, "We don't use that language, son." And I know he looked at me. He goes, "Yeah, Daddy." And in his head, he's like, "Motherfucker, I've heard you say that 100 times."
Like not in public.
Yeah, not in public.
When I was growing up, my dad called it working language. He said he couldn't get his projects done unless he used it.
That's shop talk. Yep. That's shop talk. Yep.
Working language.
Yep, exactly.
Gotta tell her what to do. Get in there, you creepy asshole.
Yeah, that's and that's the thing is like.
Well, hey, that's a great segue. There.
Okay.
Yeah, I just cut Pete off. No, speaking of creepy asshole,
please do.
Who would like to give their favorite Kendo Slice moment?
I want to give a Kendo Slice moment, but I didn't know him because I'm kind of new to the channel. And also I found out, before he was gone that he was a St. Louis Blues fan. And his people and my people never mixed well in society. So it was not meant
polite
to be.
Society.
Or impolite society. It's hockey.
It was not meant to be.
All right. Back to the show. So, Pete, what were you saying?
It wasn't that important, and I forgot basically.
Forgot.
Derailed him with a slice of Kendo.
He's having a midlife crisis.
I was like, God damn it, I can't remember. It wasn't. No, I just I don't have a cutaway either right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. Hello,
Did you just go
darling.
live with a video, Pete?
What?
One of my open tabs gave me an alert about a video of yours on YouTube.
That's not me.
Yeah, it's probably give it to late.
Walmart? I want to see this video. I might have to stop the show early.
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
that damn notification
Sony
squad.
blames Marvel. There's a hashtag Sony boycott Sony movement. What about the Deadpool? It says 31 seconds ago.
Huh.
Did you?
No,
lose
but
something?
sometimes you get those notifications late. Like
Yeah.
I haven't got one on yours in a while.
Oh, okay.
I haven't uploaded a video since yesterday.
Huh. That is weird.
It's
All
barely telling you now. Yeah.
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 All right.
YouTube
Well, I'll
is
tell you-
funneling your notifications.
Yep.
All right. So I know Doomcock is not a fan of STD, and I can't watch it because I don't have CBS, a hall pass or whatever it's called. But it is.
That's what we call it.
That's great.
Dude, that is the place to be review streaming service. The place to be review streaming service called Hall Pass.
So
Don't ask, don't tell.
Is it losing money, making money? Is it? It got renewed, right? It's going to be on fourth season or third season. I don't even know.
What are they going into the third season, aren't they?
Okay, this is from Bounding into Comics. It says Google Trends chart hint CBS's Star Trek Discovery might be a complete failure. A number of Google Trends charts hit that CBS Star Trek Discovery on CBS All Access might be a complete failure. CBS did claim that it reached 8 million subscribers back in February of 2019, indicating that they had reached that goal 2 years ahead of schedule. However, they haven't released viewer numbers of their shows, including Star Trek Discovery. Fans have had to rely on reports from CBS-owned comicbook.com, which claimed that in December 2018, Star Trek Discovery is, quote, one of the 5 most in-demand digital original series in the world, unquote. The claim was based off data provided by Parrot Analytics. However, YouTuber Doomcock calls that praise into question and uses Google Trends to do so. There's a video, obviously I can't play that. As you can see in the video above, the Google Trends show Star Trek Discovery has way less search traffic than Star Trek The Next Generation, a show that has been off the air since 1994. In fact, Star Trek The Next Generation had greater search interest than Star Trek Discovery throughout Discovery's life. Doomcock would go on to compare Discovery to SpongeBob SquarePants and the Orville. Discovery performed way better than both of those shows. He would even compare it to a bag of moldy cheese, which performed better than Discovery. I did my own
Blue
experiment.
cheese, huh?
In fact, there was a problem with Star Trek Discovery, and I found that some very interesting things. First, Doomcock is on point, as you will see below. Star Trek Discovery is losing in trends to both older shows and current comedic take on the franchise, the Orville. And there's a chart. So Discovery has been flatlined since last year. It only got close to the trends of Star Trek The Next Generation once back at the end of 2018. As noted previously, TNG has been off the air since 1994. But I wasn't done. I wanted to go a bit further to get a clear picture. I removed the Orville instead and added 2 older Star Trek shows for reference. The first, Star Trek Voyager, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I also expanded the search to 2 years instead of 1 to give Star Trek Discovery a better shot, and for clarity, of course. Full discourse on our editor, John Trent, mistakenly believes DS9 to be a better series in the franchise, but we can all forgive him for being wrong. We can see the results aren't all that wonderful for Discovery. Obviously, TNG is still performing way higher than Discovery, and so is Voyager. At points, Deep Space Nine had slightly higher search interest. At one point this past June, was Discovery able to overtake Voyager and Google Trends? I then decided to compare Star Trek Enterprise to Star Trek Discovery. As we can see, Discovery with its $8 million an episode budget cannot even hold up on UPN-produced Star Trek Enterprise. CBS might have renewed Star Trek Discovery for 3rd season, but it definitely looks like the show has a lot of work cut out for it. It plans to win back traditional Star Trek fans, who definitely appear more interested in older shows than Star Trek Discovery. That's the end of the article.
Well, it just kind of ends.
Well, I mean, it's like one of those, what do you think? Leave a comment down below type things. But
Right.
What do you think of all this? Is there a problem with Discovery? Do you think Google Trends charts indicate Discovery doesn't have the eyes certain reports indicate it does, I'd love to hear them all. But basically what he's saying is that the old shows are in higher demand than Discovery. So what data are they using to say that this is a success, being at $8 million an episode to shoot? I don't remember what I don't know what TNG was, but there's no way it could have been 8 million, even adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
In other news, STD sucks, Linda.
I've seen one episode. That was enough for me. I was done.
It was utter shit. I know you watched season 2, episode 1. The free one they
that
put
was the one that I watched.
The free one they put on YouTube, right? Because that's the only one I've watched too, Adam.
Because I sure as hell wasn't going to sign up for the CBS All Access to watch Sonequa and Martin Green butcher another franchise. That's for damn sure.
No, she did enough of that. She did enough of that.
Stand her as an actress. Yep. She is one of the most entitled busybodies I've ever seen in Hollywood. Like I think she's actually worse than Tessa Thompson when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, she's woke as fuck.
Yeah,
she is just woke.
Really entitled. Likes to talk down to everybody. And the show is pretty much revolves around her character. Like she is the show. Like that's one thing that I always liked about The Next Generation is it was about the cast. It wasn't ever necessarily ever about one person. It was a cast that worked together. Some episodes were about this character. Some episodes were about that character. Some episodes were about somebody that wasn't even part of the crew. That's what made that work. It was character driven, but it wasn't any one star character in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
cool. I feel bad for Star Trek, man.
I don't. And I mentioned this on one of my podcasts once maybe it was Pete's podcast. Star Trek is a franchise that has had a lot of
crazy shit. Yeah,
they've had success and then they've had failures. They've had many failures. They always rebound from it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars has not faced that before until The Last Jedi, and actually not even until Solo. Solo was their first technical failure.
Mm-hmm.
But Star Trek, it'll be good, then it'll be bad, then it'll be good, then it'll be bad, because it's always going to come back. It's not driven by one. It's not driven by one. It's not driven by one single character or one single cast. It can be all kinds of different things within a universe, which is why I don't understand why they don't do that with Star Wars.
Star making wars.
You know, it's always about the Skywalkers and nobody else.
Star making wars. Listen over here, Jason Ward.
I hope the Mandalorian pays off for him. That's all I gotta say.
They better hope.
I just hope it doesn't turn into the Wham Mandalorian.
I'm not gonna rush out to go see it. If you guys tell me it's good, I'll watch it. But I'm not gonna make go out of my way to go watch it. No.
I'm like I said, I'm getting it for free, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I think the trailer dropped today for it though.
They dropped. I haven't seen anything online though, because I want to do a reaction to it, but I haven't seen any. I don't think it was.
Gamers just did one.
Did he? Oh, sweet. Was he at D23?
No, he did one because it was supposed to be one that drops today.
Did they really? I haven't seen it yet. I didn't see it. I didn't get to.
Well, hey, they dropped the stupid what's it called, James Bond trailer, and it's a teaser, but it wasn't much of a trailer. All it showed was scenes, and then it showed the crew working. Like, why the fuck do I want to see the crew working?
Because they're so smart.
Idiots.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it's
Martin Green is the best.
It's a minute and 36 seconds long. It's on Star Wars channel.
Mikey Spock.
Pecker Spock.
I'm gonna watch it right now and react.
Well, there you go. Share it.
Be my guest.
Share the audio.
Hell no. They ain't getting my money. They ain't getting nothing from me. They're not gonna get my view. The one little view.
I'm pretty sure they didn't get anything from the one that I watched on YouTube while it was free. I just wanted to see what Doomcock was talking about because I watched a couple of his episodes and had never seen it before. I'm like, wow, is this really as bad as he says it is? And I'm like, oh wow, he wasn't even exaggerating this shit. It's really
I listen to those videos because I'm not even a Star Trek fan, but I listen to them.
It's baffling how bad it is. I'm like, did these people ever even watch an episode of Star Trek? It's not that complicated.
No, did they watch it?
Yeah,
Star Wars movies.
The damn Prime Directive, damn it!
No. That's what I don't understand. Like the Next Generation's on the BBC. Like at least once a week, they show it all fucking day long. Do these people ever have the homework assignment? Okay, before you write an episode of this new $8 million show, I want you to go home and study an episode of the Next Generation, and then come back and tell me what you know about the show.
Amen,
Like
Adam
literally
Sandler.
do homework. They don't do that.
No, of course not.
And it shows.
It's just Star Trek was about men being in charge and womenizing, and we're not going to do either that, and we're going to put men down. And I'm like, that's not even what the original show was about.
It's like they take the Star Trek is like they approach it like Legos. They dismantle everything. They throw all the pieces on a boardroom table, and they say, okay, assemble something, and let's find some woke messages to shovel into the middle of it. Take the pieces you like, and we'll build it around the narrative. Nobody will.
Are there any pink pieces?
Yeah. Don't tell them that. Hey, back in DS9, there was a black guy in charge, and in Voyager there was a white woman in charge.
Don't tell them about that interracial kiss being the first one that was ever on TV in the history of television. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Don't tell them that Nichelle Nichols was part of the reason why she stayed on that show was because she was encouraged to stay on that show and probably did more for NASA than most people did than you could possibly imagine. No, we won't talk about that.
She was encouraged by Martin Luther King to stay on.
It was Martin Luther King. That's right.
Yeah.
But I know there was a lot of people.
Lucy LaBelle, she was like the charge of the production company?
Engineers because of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. They think that, Star Wars is pew pew lasers and sword fights. And it's like, no, those are just.
It's laser swords, damn it.
Laser sword fights. Yeah, I know. But it's
wizard.
In many, many ways, the first one had a small opening. Obviously, we got two more, but it really was made to be a self-contained movie. And Empire and Jedi flow into one another better than Star Wars. A New Hope. Sorry, into Empire.
Correct.
And then, I still think the prequels were bad because number one, the script didn't get worked and reworked for years like the original, and his best people weren't on it. He was too free to do all the crap that the people made him take out.
Well, he's really bad at writing dialogue. I gotta admit that he's just awful.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that
I don't have that problem, right, Pete?
That was one of the things I think Harrison Ford told him. He said, you can write this shit, but you can't say it.
Yeah, I remember that. You can write this shit, but you can't say it in the line. Yeah.
Are you yawning, tap and die?
No.
Oh.
I think I'm echoing though.
I hate sand. It's coarse. Gets everywhere.
All right. So before we get to our last few things, Pete is the only one who hasn't gone, I don't think.
Well, I have a Kendo moment, and this is an upcoming project that Kendo is working on. See, we at the Place to Be Reviews are starting a small cinema. We're going to have a cinematic universe over there. We've kind of been working. We have a lot of projects in the hopper. One of them actually is going to star the world-class bullshitters. It's called Spider-Ben, the Uncleverse. Now, portraying Uncle Ben in this picture, we're bringing Uncle back. Now, I'm going to say this because the kids are saying this. We're going to bring Uncle Ben back just to yeet that motherfucker one more time. Because I guess kids are saying yeet now. So, no, we're bringing EVS is going to be playing Uncle Ben, and he will be wearing a Rose Tico wig in that role. Taking up the mantle of Aunt May in our production will be Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers. Let's see. Who will be playing Spider-Man, of course? Well, we're going to have Spider-Man 2099. And who will be playing that? I thank you very, very much. I'm Mike Zero with Future Star Wars News right here. We'll be playing Spider-Man 2099 because who better to play Spider-Man 2099 than somebody from the future, Mike Zero? Now, you're asking... who is next? Well, we cast Mecha Random as MJ. Jeff Hicks himself playing Jeff Hicks. We he got a bad rap. We cast Jeff as Ned. Jeff is playing Ned.
Yeah.
Dion will be playing Flash Thompson though.
Yep.
And I just made this casting decision moments ago. Kendo Slice will be playing the villain in this film. The main villain, he will be playing the Hobgoblin. but he will have to be wearing a St. Louis Blues uniform because there's no people. As a Detroit Red Wings fan, I think didn't we get Brett Hull a Stanley Cup before the Blues did? I think we did. So that's my Kendo Slice moment, and I'm throwing that out there. The Hobgoblin role is yours, Kendo. It's yours.
Enjoy.
Wow. Well, who does Nick get to be? You forgot Nick.
No. We need to come up with the right role for Nick yet. We haven't forgotten about Nick.
Okay.
We haven't come up with the right role for Nick.
You know that
Big Rig, Nick U-Town.
I think
sounds like he could be the Rhino though, if you think about it.
See,
he's gonna play Peter Parker's last Samoan friend.
Yep. There you go.
we can just make a Peter Parker Samoan friend. We gotta give him a name though. We gotta give him I don't know. The Shockmaster. He'll just come stumbling into a room
with the turkey-legged mayonnaise.
with a glittery storm.
It could be the Mighty Quinn. Yeah.
He's got a glittery storm helmet.
There's a callback. Turkey-legged mayonnaise.
I'll tell you what, though, Uncle Ben, he makes some kick-ass rice. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
But yes, that's Uncle Ben. That's Spider Ben, the Uncleverse.
Spider Ben.
The Uncleverse.
That will be, and you'll see that before you see an X-Men movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. All right. Captain, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Captain Texas.
I'm very much ready.
All right. So I think it was David Applegate that already mentioned this in the chat. Want a Bond movie? Watch Angel Has Fallen. And Tap and Die said he would give us a review of this movie. Woo, I can't wait.
Yep. Okay. So I agree with that Bond thing because as to start, this is a very, very fun movie to watch. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie of all time. It's or perfect, but it's a good watch to watch. I went in there mostly because my grandma wanted to see it, so I took her to watch it. And I didn't really expect much, but I really enjoyed it. I was fast-paced. I liked the way they did with the characters. I mean, there were times, I'm going to say, it felt like they were going to try to insert some stuff about politics. Like the one I'm pretty sure some people are going to jump on is Morgan Freeman's character's name is Trumbull. Now you're thinking Trump, but it's like, no, his name was already like that because he was in the first two movies. And then there was one part where one of the villains says, we're going to make America strong again. But honestly, I think that just they couldn't think of anything better to say. But other than that, it was real cool. I liked that, especially the last battle at the end. I like the villain. I mean, nothing nuanced, but it's kind of better than your normal stuff. And let's see what's it about. I'd say it's good pace because I know people talk about pacing and stuff like that. But other than that, it's like I said, it's a good movie to watch. If you want to go do something this weekend, you don't know what to do, go watch Angel Has Fallen because it's a fun movie, and I'd call it a nice little Bond movie. I mean, better than the Bond we're going to get this year or next year, whenever it's coming out.
If you had to give it a score, what would you give it?
Out of a 1 through 10, honestly, I'd give it an 8 just because it's so fun to watch. Wow. It's fun. Yeah. Like I said, it's not perfect. I'm not saying you go out and buy it on Blu-ray, digital copy 4K edition or anything like that. Maybe just buy the DVD or just the Blu-ray. No. But like I said, it's a fun movie to watch.
The first one was Olympus Has Fallen, right?
Yes.
It's in that universe. So you've seen that one, obviously. Oh. What if you had to give that one a score, just so I can gauge where this one falls in line with the rest of them?
Honestly, I'll give it a 7.5.
Oh, so it's better than the original. Okay, nice.
I would say that, yeah. I think honestly it is because honestly, the way I'll describe it is because you got 3: Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and Angels Fallen.
How is Gerard Butler? Because it's like he's the 3. He's Unitas from the 300, and then there's this whole rest of his career.
Yeah, I think he needs to stick with these movies, honestly.
Unitas, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he should just stick with this one. It's pretty good, better than some of these other movies.
So this one works for me, because I thought the original was pretty cool. I didn't see the second one, but the first one is a fun watch. It's a good action movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, it's like a little bit like Die Hard. The first one's great, and then you got the second one. I know some people shit on it. I know it's not perfect, but it has its good moments. So. And then the third one came out. Yep. And then the third one came out, and it's pretty damn good. Kind of like Die Hard with a Vengeance. So that's how I would rank it. Kind of like the Die Hard. First one was great. Second one was okay. Because I never thought about the second one, and I thought about it more. And then the third one blew me away at how fun it was.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So watch it if you can. If you got the money, fuck Star Wars. Oh yeah, speaking of Star Wars, they put a Star Wars trailer in there, and I'm just like, I wanted to say boo so bad, and then later on, my grandma was like, there's some good movies coming out. You saw they're having a Star Wars, and I had to go, and I literally spent 5 minutes explaining to her why I'm not going to watch that movie.
How many trailers?
For episode
what?
You should have just booted.
I should have, right?
Yeah. Episode 9 trailer, you mean?
Yeah, episode 9 trailer. It's just the one that's
seen.
Yeah, the same stupid ass one where she's in the desert and she.
I don't know how long it's been since you've been to the movie theater, but when you go to the movie theater now, they used to show trailers kind of related to what you're watching. Now they just show every trailer for every goddamn movie that's coming out in every single movie that you go see.
And most of these trailers, they were more like action drama kind of sort of.
Okay, so yeah,
a little bit, yeah. Because one of them was for this movie called Blue and White. That one, I guess, is like kind of actiony, and then has a little drama. And then this other movie where this guy's niece dies, but he talks to her in the past from the future, saying you're gonna die in 2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck is this all about?
I recently saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I swear to God, they played 20 minutes of trailers, just like everything that ever. I'm like, wow, is there any movies that they didn't show in this to advertise?
Yeah,
20 minutes, man. Like a bunch of 2 or 3 minute trailers, just like random. Like I swear to God, there's. Like
and they showed a sci-fi movie. This one with Brad Pitt and called Ad Stars. David Applegate talked about it in one of his episodes. But it has. I kind of want to see it because it has Tommy Lee Jones and Donald Sutherland, and I liked them both when they were on Space Cowboys together.
Yeah, he's.
If you remember that movie.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking I might watch that one. I'm not sure in theaters though. Because I caught an early show. I paid only $6 for a ticket.
My favorite Tommy Lee Jones movie is The Fugitive, followed closely by Under Siege.
I like Under Siege. That's my favorite Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, he's good in that. He's really good in that.
I gotta go with The Fugitive.
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
That's the one. I think he actually got an award for that one. I'm pretty sure he got an Oscar.
And then he did U.S. Marshals, the sequel.
Yep. Yeah,
which is actually pretty good too. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I like good movies. I just like all the movies with Harrison Ford just going, I want my family back. Give me my family back.
Yeah, like I said, give it a few years. They should do the next movie they should do in the Fallen series. It should be Air Force One has fallen and Gerard Butler's the president.
What was the second one? Tap. Was the second one over in Britain or something?
London. Yeah, London has fallen.
Yep. All right.
I mean, what I did like though too about the movie was on the second one, London has fallen. They kind of reference what happened in the first one because him and the president were running around, and you just see them two, but then it pulls out and reveals like a shitload of security because of what happened in the first one. In the third one, they really don't reference it, and I kind of wish they made a little nod to it. They didn't have to go into a whole thing about we saved the president twice already, you know.
Tommy Lee Jones did win a Best Supporting Actor in 1994. He got an Oscar for that.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. I don't care.
Totally stole that movie from Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Stole it.
I know.
It wasn't
that's
me.
my review.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
It was a good review, sir. I like it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
All right, in the chat, let us know what you think of his review or the movie.
Yep.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested now based on his review. Yeah, he sold me.
There you go.
Nick Nolte is in it though. I didn't expect that.
So referencing that Star Wars trailer said when I went to this is Appalachian American in the chat. When I went to Endgame, the episode 9 teaser came on and no one gave a shiz.
Right? Don't give a fuck. I remember that when that happened.
Tony Gladden is in the house. I don't remember. Tony new.
So we've gone basically from when people used to go to a movie just to see a trailer for a Star Wars movie to nobody giving frat
right
about what
right
complete turnaround. Yeah,
and that was which movie? Which was it? Was it
Meet Joe Black? Right? Yeah, everyone went to go see Meet Joe Black so they could see the Phantom Menace trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a thing.
I heard that movie sucks too.
Oh, dude, no. I went to the theater opening night to see that stupid movie with this girl I was dating. This is in like 98. Yeah, that came out. It was 98 or 99. 99? I can't remember. I think it was 99.
Yeah, 99.
Yeah.
Insert year.
It would have been 99 because I'm old as fuck. But yeah, so and that was you sit there and that was and then you have to sit through this shit movie and it's like that movie is That movie, it was painful. No, I got hooked into that one, but by the woman, yeah, but it was painful. It was
Did
not
you
a
get
good.
some at least afterwards?
Yeah,
Okay, that's all.
This cutaway has
That's
been
all that
brought to you
matters.
by Conway Twitty.
That's all that
Hello,
matters.
darling. It's been a long time again. There we go.
As my buddy introduced him to the show. Thank you very much, Appalachian American. Thank you very much for introducing your buddy to the show. That's awesome. Welcome, everybody. Well, the last official one that I have, speaking of Star Wars trailers, is at D3. They've announced that they're going to be releasing a behind the scenes footage trailer tease. I don't even know what to call it, but no actual trailer. And I saw a bunch,
just like the James Bond trailer, basically.
Right. I saw a bunch of people talking about this on Twitter, and they were all, well, this was normal. We're not going to get one in October. I could have sworn for The Force Awakens, we already had at least one real trailer by now. I thought we had like 4 trailers, 2 that were kind of short.
Yeah.
4 to teaser-ish, 2 that were pretty. And then that last, because it was, didn't they have one like at the Super Bowl or something first?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
They did a Super Bowl commercial.
Right.
It's
It was a real trailer.
Hyped out of their minds for that.
Because that's, I think, when that one, isn't that the one that starts, there's been an awaken, can you feel it? Or is it just Finn pops up? I think Finn just pops up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out in the
He's
desert.
like real sweaty. He's all sweaty and shit.
Yeah. Because then the other one was, I think that the other big trailer, I believe, was the voiceover with Luke. You know, I had the power, my sister has it, my father had, the force is strong on my family.
That's
I
right.
had the power too, and then it went on from there. And there were a bunch of other short 20 to 45-second teasers.
Oh, hi, Mark.
We got a far less with Last Jedi, but for this one, we ain't got crap.
For being something that's only out in a couple of months, yeah, it's staggering.
Right. I think they give one more.
Good
I
night,
think
Monica.
Disney's completely out of money for marking. They just don't have it. I just don't think they have it.
Yeah, remember they're fudging their numbers?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even talk about that either. I mean, if that is true, I mean, how much are they fudging? I think David has been saying all along that they were pulling in, I don't know exactly how they were doing it, but they were pulling in Alita numbers for Captain Meh, you know, things. Well, in Captain Marvel had the most that I know of anyway, no show tickets, multiple theaters. So that's probably Disney buying tickets through some third party. So that's probably,
you know, I went to the theater for Captain Marvel opening day, and I did the Alita challenge. I went to go see Alita, and there wasn't nobody in that theater, man. Nobody.
For Alita or for Marvel?
Either. The theater itself was dead.
Yeah.
That's they said, what was it, 25 seats per showing. It was like 570 like individual tickets, I think it was, or something like that, at the one theater over the course of the playing, you know, the run of the movie, which is like, who was it Gary, or was it that was talking about this earlier? I can't remember.
That was Doomcock.
Was it Doomcock? Because everybody.
Doomcock. I mean, a bunch of people talked about it.
Everybody's done a spot on it today. I think
You know what? While we're on this subject, you guys might know Anthony Gilly. He's a regular in my Facebook group for my Raiders page.
Yeah.
Well, one of my bigger fans. He presented an interesting scenario that this rumor floating around about Disney fudging its numbers is secretly designed by the shills to get us talking about Disney movies. It's free advertisement. How do you guys feel about that?
Jesus Christ, that's brilliant.
You know what I mean? Because it's like everything we
Hey.
talk about right now is we hate Disney. Disney is the devil, but we're all talking about Disney 24/7.
Hey, if it
Look,
gets
here's me advertising for
stuff,
Disney.
that'd be great.
Go to the secondhand market.
Right. It's the old theory that even bad publicity is still publicity.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about.
Right. And the more I think about it, it's been making me hesitate to do some of the stories that I want to do, like for videos for and stuff like that. It's like, do I want to talk about this? Do I want to give these a-holes the free publicity? Like all this stuff with like, oh, this is, Tom Holland wants things to move along, and Jeremy Renner wants to do this. I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is just giving these stupid articles my clickbait, having more people read that article, and it's designed specifically for that purpose. This is not news. I'm not doing a story on this. You know what I mean? It's just how I feel about it.
Well,
I didn't do any today.
YouTube's probably going to demonetize it anyway.
That's true. Like they did.
If
I had the same. By the way, I had the same problem with my Doctor Who video that you did. So.
Oh yeah, instantly demonetized.
Instantly, yeah, and I think it's that whole that they're more strict over there now with their internet than so anything BBC related is going to be instantly demonetized.
Yeah. Well, my No More Spider-Man, one of the last ones I did was that one took them a little while. I think that took about 45 seconds.
They got that one too. Damn,
yeah. Oh yeah. But yes,
yeah.
I quite a few of my videos, even the one I did that was talking about the guy in New Zealand that the gay artist who was trying to raise awareness about homophobia, and so he had that
was a great video, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. But he had all the this artwork that had all this slang and trying to all this, and he was getting charged with a hate crime. That one basically, because I upload them in Firefox, but then I have Chrome in the editor, your Creator Studio with the videos listed, because I have a plugin that helps me with tagging and all that other stuff. And don't ask me why I use two, because anyway.
I wasn't.
So I click and it's processing, and the second that it says, "Hey, you're done," I flip over to Chrome, refresh, and it was already demonetized.
Oh my god,
Jesus!
And I don't think you can get any faster than instantaneously.
Have you tried disputing any of these? Because I did. Yeah. I had one of those happen. I did a trailer reaction for Miami Connection, a movie that's been out since the fucking 80s, and I did a trailer reaction for it to try to promote my watch party, and that one got I shouldn't say demonetized because I'm not monetized, but it got a copyright claim
flagged, or something.
And I disputed it, and they immediately took it off because I said, it's a trailer reaction, and I'm not monetized. Yeah. What? I'm like, people do millions of these a day. Why me? And they removed it. So I don't know.
You have to have 1,000 views,
right?
And now here's something interesting. I was just bringing it up. No, my Spider-Man, now that it's been 2 days since it's been out, is now remonetized. Which but it got buried. I mean, 27 views in 2 days. But Doctor Who one is well, it's open. Yeah, we'll see. And that must be something to do with time, because my killing squats when I was walking around the gym at 51 on my birthday, it was a month after my birthday, that was demonetized for a while. Now it's back, but it's only 21 views. But yeah, my shocking, disturbing Star Wars Episode 9 rumors, some of which was about shipping, Kylo, the Kylo Ren and Rey shippers, the Reylo shippers. That one got instantly demonetized, and of course, Elizabeth Hurley at 54 wearing her yellow bikini, that was also instantly demonetized.
Jesus.
Disney refuses dying child's last wish. Almost 500 views. Demonetized.
That one doesn't surprise me.
No.
Yeah.
And,
right.
But some of these other ones you ought to just dispute. I mean, all you gotta do is just push a little thing and say.
I know, but you have to have 1,000.
Push a little thing.
Oh, you mean the video has to have 1,000 views for you to dispute it?
Yep.
You sure?
What the fuck?
Wow, they get you over a barrel, kind of.
Yeah, because like
with
I
that
said,
KY jelly and everything.
I disputed it and they removed the claim. So
yeah, that's the copyright claim's different. Well, I'm gonna do the wokeophobia one. Let's see if I click review request, request manual review. Nope.
Okay.
Right now you're only able to review videos. We are only able to review videos with at least 1,000 views in the past 7 days.
Okay, it's a different scenario for you. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
because I got one of them removed.
That's not suitable for all, man.
I didn't dispute the Doctor Who one because I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, fuck Doctor Who. I don't care.
So we got anything else we want to say about footage and no trailer, or are we done?
Are you guys gonna go see it? You guys have plans? Because I don't care. I don't.
Hell to the no, I'm gonna see it.
Right,
I haven't told anybody on my channel that I'm gonna see it. Nobody seems to give a shit about it. So
WCBS is watching it for me.
I'm torn because I want to see its glorious garbage because I know it's going to be because this time it's like Last Jedi, like Pearl Harbored me, man. Like I didn't know that fucking shit was going to be that bad, because like I said, I hadn't seen Force Awakens yet. I hadn't seen Rogue One yet. I just didn't watch them. And then one of my coworkers said, "Hey, I got movie tickets, man. Come see Last Jedi with me." I'm like, I don't know, Disney owns it. Oh, come on. And then, like I said, I was physically angry 5 minutes into the movie when they started telling your mama jokes and shit like that. I was literally, it's sitting in the theater, I'm literally shaking. I was sitting there going, are you, this is, I wanted to throw my drink at the screen. I would take my soda and just whip it at the screen. But I want to see this because
Jeff was supposed to throw his drink at the screen for me. We never did. He promised he would. And
I saw somebody actually do that at the Blair Witch Project when I went to see that.
Oh,
I saw
threw their drink at the screen right when the lights went up. Just whipped it right out there, and nobody even said nothing about it. They just kept walking out of the theater.
Like, fucker.
The remake or the original?
The original. I hate that movie so much.
Was it worse than was it the Book of Spell? What the fuck that was? The Book of Shadows.
The Book of Shadows is stupid, but it's not as insulting as the first movie.
No.
Thank you.
No, but
I was the only one that thought that.
No, it's funny. Yeah.
At least it did something.
It has a middle and beginning and an end, and the people in it I didn't hate near as much as the original. We're not going to go off on that tangent. No.
Yeah.
That's
been said and done 1,000 times already.
Yeah, I could do a whole podcast about that fucking movie. Oh.
You should. I want to hear it.
Tune in next week.
Me and my editor want to hash it out online at some point. We are going to do that on my channel.
Great. I look forward to that one.
The original Blair Witch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate all of them. I hate all of them.
Hey, real quick, speaking of watch parties, that one Shay talked about in the Groov, what was it called? That movie he wanted to see something? That revenge one or some shit?
Oh God, Ninja Vengeance, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Ninja. The one that was the movie was written and directed by some guy that just had an ego, like some kind of lawyer type guy. He just made this movie.
I saw the trailer.
It's called
that
Get
shit
Even.
Looks ridiculous.
Get Even. Yeah, Get Even.
Yeah, Get Even. Oh my God, it looks funny. So I want to do that watch party.
If you Google that one on Red Letter Media, they'll show you some of it, and it's pretty fucking hysterical. There'll probably be a watch party for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be in on that watch party when it happens.
Yep. Oh, I'll let you know. Okay. Promise.
Absolutely. We're announcing one, our first one on Sunday. I think Monica's going to draw it from the Battleship game the other night we did on episode number 54. So we're drawing our first watch party for the channel. So we'll be
one on this channel.
Yes, we do. We haven't done one here in a minute.
Well, we haven't done one here since what was the last one? Was the horror movie?
Yeah, we did my horror movie. Was it?
Yeah.
Well, the next one was supposed to be the Forbidden Zone because it was supposed to be Universal Soldier, but then we switched it because I don't think it was available, so that's why I picked Forbidden Zone. So, however y'all want to do that. I mean, because I can't be on the show next week, remember?
Yeah. Well, we won't do that when you're not here for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Are we done?
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chaos dishes. Chaos.
All right. Well, I want to give a shout out to David Applegate. Check out his channel on YouTube as well. And he has doesn't he have a book that is? Did he just publish one or about to publish one?
No, he published it.
He's published one.
I know he's published one previously, but I thought he was working on another one.
He's working on
the second one.
Yeah.
It's a series. Yeah.
20 Monica on my channel. So there you go. 25th, 8 p.m. Is that 8 p.m. in what time zone? I caught a little bit of the EFAP 24. Was that this morning? And Anna, that Star Wars girl, was on it, and I'm like,
oh.
It was 7:30 here, so it was like 4:30. It's in California. Like, really? Yeah, she was dragging. It was like the first 40 minutes,
There's no way I can handle one of those streams, man. Oh, after about 3 hours, I start feeling like low sugar and just. But
I guess they were going to try to go 24 hours. I don't know. I haven't been back to look.
I've never been watched.
Chris Wicks just made it. He just made it, and we're fixing.
Oi, it's Chris Wicks.
Oi, Chris Wicks. Oi.
All right, hey,
Oi.
Hey, Chris, it's me. Taco Tuesday. How you doing there, bud? Step on in, log on to the Wi-Fi there. Noobmaster 69. If you're on the Fortnite, he won't fuck with you. I promise. Won't mess with you no more. There's beer in the bucket. Have a seat, bud. Remember, you don't know what you want until I've told you what it is, baby. Yeah, I'll ruin your mythos.
You got that perfected.
Scary,
I've
isn't
heard
it?
you do that so many times. That might be the best version of that one I've ever heard.
I think that flowed. That felt good.
I've almost got to the point where I can like recite it alongside of you.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like my favorite. It's like the taika. It's like my Taco Tuesday catchphrase of the fucking year.
Oh,
He said, "What's the Wi-Fi password?"
I log on to the Wi-Fi, bud. Yeah, Noobmaster 69. He won't fuck with you on the Fortnite. I promise. Thor took care of him. Kevin Thor, not real Thor. We got Kevin Cuck Thor now, and we got this skinny Sheila. There, I went into an Aussie thing there. Give it a little Sheila.
you know, somebody had said recently
dodgy.
they said which one was worse, Ryan Johnson or Taika Waititi, and I said at least Ryan Johnson put the movie out before he started trolling the fans.
Talking
Taika
shit, right?
Waititi hadn't even released it yet.
He had the
All he did was
decency.
release a title. He hasn't even started filming the damn thing yet, and he's already starting shit with the fans. I'm thinking, good luck with that, Holmes.
Hey, we got another announcement for Marvel here for let's see, this is a second wave of the MCU's programming. They announced a Moon Knight series.
Who the hell's
Yeah, I saw that Appalachian Americans posted that in the chat.
Also, what I saw also She-Hulk and Miss
Of
Marvel.
course.
She-Hulk, I don't mind. I'm kind of interested in that, but
instantly bored.
Too bad China's not around anymore. She could have reprised her role.
Yeah.
I can come up with a couple. I can come up with a couple people that could play She-Hulk, but it's going to be CGI'd. Obviously, she was like
Lawless. Lucy
Lawless. I'm still in love with her from
I would
Xena.
follow her into oblivion.
Yep.
I love that woman, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god, she's so hot.
She was great on Parks and Rec too because she played Ron.
Oh yeah.
Channel Dad. She needs a thumbnail at some point in the future.
Yeah, she
Just
does.
saying.
Lucy Lawless
And her
deserved.
battle armor.
Just
yes.
anything. Yeah, just take her out of any one of the episodes of Spartacus.
There you
go. God.
Wait, she was in Spartacus?
Oh yeah, Oliver was in Spartacus.
Oh shit! Now I know. I got something to watch.
Completely naked.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Spartacus
maybe.
is pretty amazing. It's actually a good show too.
Earning blood.
Yep. Yep. Anyway, anything else anybody wants to talk about?
No, I'm good.
No, we're good.
All right. As seen in tonight's thumbnail, Heidi Klum is the Hall of Fame, and because I can add a thumbnail through StreamYard, I can add a thumbnail before I start, as opposed to the way YouTube made me used to do it. And if you would like to see us get rid of this powered by StreamYard and have some kind of logo up there, we need about 2,500 more subscribers.
Or $250, whichever comes first.
Right.
Yep, whichever one. Give us your fucking money.
So if you want me to travel to you and tell you whimsical and funny cutaway stories during the course of your day and you're willing to pay, then I will travel because fuck it, I've got spare time. Let us know in the chat.
We'll all do the show topless for you. How about that?
Yeah, why not?
How do you know I'm not topless now?
Yeah, I'm not even wearing pants. You guys only see me from the waist up.
I didn't know we were supposed to wear pants. Why don't people tell me these things?
Well, if you'd show up for staff meetings on time, you'd know these.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Damn it.
I was too busy teasing my hair for the show.
Oh, well. At least you weren't washing your hair like Monica.
Yeah, me too. I was teasing. I got it all. It's all primped and ready here. Fluffed out the goatee and everything. There, we're good. See, all pretty, fluffed out. It's not as cool as Adam's Guy Fieri here, though.
He's about to get cut off. Watch.
Yep, I hit the camera. That's it. Bah, done.
That's who I cosplay as these days.
I like that.
Pete, you cosplay as Pete.
Oh, I haven't done Pete yet.
With the ball cap and
If I turn the wig inside out, then it might make me look like I'm bald.
Here you go. Well, maybe we'll use this one as the image in the thumbnail for Lucy Lawless. That's just a quick image search.
Oh, you didn't have to do it tonight. I'm just saying somewhere in the future because I like Heidi Klum too. Yeah, she deserves a love.
I'll add her to the list. I have a special.
Oh, you have a list.
bookmark.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And I try to remember when I choose them and to delete the bookmarks, but sometimes they don't. I was really hyped on I forget who it was earlier today, and then I realized, oh yeah, we've already had her as a.
I'm sure at some point there'll be some Lucy Lawless news again because she manages to get parts all the time in pretty much everything. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you say no to her? I sure as hell wouldn't.
Nope.
Hell no, she'd probably kill me. She'd cut my head off.
I wouldn't.
I would.
But that is a picture from her from Spartacus. She's fully
probably her thighs would squeeze my head and explode it.
No, even when she is fully clothed in that show, she still looks good. Just dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, she's a fucking smoke show in that.
Yeah. Make you check out the cash. It's my legal name. Very good. Very good, David. That's funny. Yes, they are talking about making Thor go. So, all right. Thanks everybody.
This has been.
Thank you everybody that's new. So Tommy is the new guy. Thanks, Chris, for getting in here. Hope to see you again sometime. I know met you in Chicago. I'm going to be at Pasadena next year. I will be next. I guess it's in 2 weeks. I will be at Horror Hound in Indianapolis. I don't know exactly what in the world my role is going to be, other than provide a fair amount of beer that I've made. I was hoping to make another a really good pale, almost an IPA or something this weekend, but it probably is not going to happen. I got too much other crap going on.
Make sure you guilt trip one of those guys into coming on our show too.
Yeah,
I'll try.
You've earned it. Yeah.
Yep. And I got to find out what our accommodations are like, because if we're doing the same as last year, I got to make sure I know where in the hell my
just don't pull the fire alarm like last time.
I didn't. No one pulled the fire alarm. That was work. They tripped the fire alarm. So either they were messing with the sprinkler, or they were lighting up in their room. But the on the floor below us, I think 2 below us, the sprinklers came on. And so people got wet, and then people below them got wet, and then the next day the wet crew was in to just. Well, I guess it was
kind of like a Friday night to me.
Hey, did you guys hire somebody to do wet work? What the fuck?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
What the fuck did you do? What the fuck? I thought I was here to wet work. I thought no, I'm not peeing on anybody.
But yeah, that was a bit of a shock. And Dion was at the bar next door, and no one knew. Yes, it's as we were kind of celebrating the night a little bit with him. Kendo celebrated 2 years on the big show, and that's why we opened with our first episode. So check it out sometime and relive the glory days, the salad days when it was just he and LMP and I. And for the right amount of money, I'll release the video. Huh?
Yes. Send us your money.
Send us your money. So this has been episode 94. I've been your host, Channel Dad, Brian Lape, Brainmuffin, Schnorman, Rope Man, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Joining in late and not getting to say howdy much was Look at the Metal Pro.
I'm sorry, guys. I just feel like going and embracing my inner Bud Dwyer today.
All right. Just don't duck. Han and LMP the ammo would have been Captain Teja.
Oh shit, that was a good one. Anyway, okay, yes, good night everyone. And next week I will not be here because I'll be in my ancestral homeland, also known as Kansas. Yeah. My people come from Kansas and Germany, so that tells you a little bit about my bloodlines.
Sweet fancy Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love Hugo Boss. Makes the best uniforms.
Stereotypical.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the Kansas part.
Hey, it's nice out there, though. I got to give it to them. Open land, and I can, unload some stress, some pent-up stress.
Right, you disappear over the rainbow. You better not come back.
He's gonna come back wearing ruby slippers, yo.
Right?
Oh, I knew it.
Just like Judy.
Blue pill, not the red shoes.
He ain't gonna be Tap anymore. He's gonna be tapping. He's gonna be Judy fucking Garland.
I'll do some tapping, all right.
You do it all right. And he is tapping dudes this whole time.
Oh, it all comes together now.
No. There it is.
Thank you so much for making me feel better.
It's not tap and die, it's tapping guys. What? I love it, bro. I had to.
Died.
I can't do that. I can only mute you.
I ain't thin skinned like these soy boys.
I've been holding that one back for a minute.
I can take it real good,
What she said.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't take it hard.
All right, Adam.
Hey, make sure you join me over on my channel tomorrow. I'll be joined with Pete and Tap and Dye. We're going to be watching Miami Connection at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Clear your calendar. Make sure you come. That movie's amazing. So
all right,
come see that with us. And
don't
don't piss on any electric fences, and make sure you eat your vegetables.
Never pet a burning dog.
Never listen to a fat man play the tuba.
And Notorious Etep. Close us down, man.
That is right. I will be joining Adam tomorrow night to watch Miami Connection over on Raiders of the Lost Flicks. Sunday night, I will be on David Applegate's for, I believe, Johnny Mnemonic. We're going to do a impromptu live stream episode on my channel Monday night, a pre-recorded podcast Tuesday, another live stream Wednesday, videos all week. I am a busy man over here, so go join us over on the Place to Be Reviews. Etep the Place to Be Reviews on YouTube, and go over on Facebook there and give us a like. A lot of fun stuff there. We do a lot of crossover with Raiders of the Lost Flicks, of course. Now I've talked long enough, and I must go play Madden. So allow me to toss it back to Channel Dad Brian Lape, Cock Muffin.
Yes. And if you would like someone that if there's someone on YouTube that would you like to encourage them to be our guest, feel free. Just be nice. And
be nice, yeah.
If you
hey, Lape, I'm sorry, I gotta do one more thing. I would not be doing myself justice if I did not announce this. And Adam and I have been working on this for a while. Next Wednesday, Adam, that's the big night.
Yep, I was wondering why you didn't mention that. I thought maybe you were going to keep it a surprise, or maybe it fell apart, so I kept my mouth shut.
No, I wasn't sure what to do. I'm sorry, I should have said this earlier, but I wanted to kind of wait. But no, next Wednesday we will be doing my live stream episode, and we will be joined by Black Angus Reviews, who has been he was a subscriber, which really kind of blew my mind that he subscribed to my channel and has been nice enough to leave some comments, and we've had some a few little short conversations.
He's been very supportive of us.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Adam and I both. And when he made the contact with me about doing the stream, that's what he said. I want to work with you and Raiders of the Lost Flicks. And I contacted Adam, and I just kind of quarterback setting it up. So yeah, next Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. It'll be myself, my co-host Monica, and Adam, of course, the Groovinator, and Black Angus Reviews over on my channel, Etep the Place to Be Reviews. And we're going into this with very, very minimal scripting, and it's just going to be a fun night, I think. So come on over and check that out Wednesday night, 8:30. I'm sorry about that, Lape. Back to you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's awesome. Check out my channel, just Brian Lape, BRYON LEPE. I just looked at it. I can't change it to Channel Dad Brian Lape because I have to then change my Google account, and that'll break all kinds of crap. So I'm not worried about it. But thank you so much for joining us for episode 94. This has been a pretty good one, and we will see you next week. I know I've had a very few videos out recently, been unbelievably busy. I'm going to be traveling to Marion again tomorrow. I've got CPR refresher on Sunday, so hopefully I can get something out Monday or Tuesday, but we'll see. I do have Mac content to edit. So again, if there is a beer you want me to review, please let me know. I'm trying to do more of those, trying to get back into them a little bit.
Bud Light.
I'll put it. I'll do it just for you. I'll do it just for you. I've done PBR, so might as well do Bud Light and get a headache and then puke on screen.
Old style.
All right. Thank you so much. We will see you next week at 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time.
Visit incarnatestudios.com.
Yeah.
Is that even still around?
No.
No.
The domain might be up for sale, so go check it out.
I'm sure it's porn. I'm sure it's porn by now.
Yeah, probably.
This better not be porn.
All right. Good night, everybody. I'm clicking in now.
Yep.
Thanks.
Later.
Always forget I have to click twice.